Good morning, student. Hope all of you are doing well. Today, I am going to discuss about angle and how to measure an angle and how to construct an angle. Those things today I will discuss you. Okay, let's see, student. See here, what is the definition of angles? Two rays with a common endpoint form an angle. So when two rays with a common endpoint, so see this picture, the two rays have a common endpoint. So you know already the definition of ray. What is ray? Now a ray is a part of a line that has one endpoint and extends in one direction without ending. See, it has a one endpoint and extends in one direction without ending. And these two rays, when these two rays with a common endpoint, what is this? This is O. So angle AOB is formed. Okay. Let's see that another definition. An angle is also formed when two line segments meet or cross. Here also see that through rays with a when two rays meet or cross each other, that time also angle is formed. Here also see here two line segments. So line segment definition also you know that line segment is a part of a line between two endpoints. So it is a part of a line between two endpoints. See this x and y is a two endpoint. Here in this line segment E and F is a two endpoint. So when these two line segment cross each other, that time also see here that angle is formed. In here also this is a another picture when this is also the two line segment they cross each other and form an angle. So see this picture, you see this small square I have drawn. So that means this angle is 90 degree, because I told you always we show right angle by a small square. Okay, see here. Okay, now is an important fact is that how is an angle represent. So how to represent an angle? Okay, see this diagram. So here I have taken two rays. These two rays meet at a end point. So they have these two rays with a common endpoint. So you see this is O. So this is called actually vertex, and these two rays actually call it is arms. So OA and OB are two rays meeting at the common endpoint O to form an angle. So here when the two rays, I told you when two rays with a common endpoint form an angle. So here OA, so this arm or OB, this arm, these two arms are two rays meeting at the common endpoint O to form an angle. The point O where the angle is formed is known as the vertex of the angle. So see this picture. So O is the vertex of the angle. O is the vertex of the angle where these two rays are meet at the point O. OA and OB are called the arms of the angle. So OA and OB are the arms of the angle. The symbol angles, you see this diagram, see this picture, you see this, we use this sign to or we use this symbol to represent an angle. To represent an angle, to represent an angle we use this symbol. Okay, let's see the angle here is read as an angle. How can you read it? So see here AOB, see. So AOB, you read the angle like this way, angle AOB, or you can show like this way, angle AOB. Okay, so you see, or you can say also it is BOA. So you also can, if you want, you can say also BOA. So or you can write BOA. Both are correct. Actually both are showing the same angle, this angle. Both cases we are that showing that is showing this angle. Okay, Okay, let's see. The angle here is read as angle AOB, or you can write like this way, angle AOB, or angle BOA written as angle BOA with the vertex written in the middle. So you see in both cases, you see this AOB or BOA, both cases the vertex means here is O. So both cases the vertex written in the middle. Okay. See here, if you look at the figure, you will notice that whenever two rays or line segments meet to form an angle, so you see that two rays, or this is two rays, or if you want you can take two line segment there. That time also when the two line segment meet or cross each other to form an angle is also formed there. Okay. So if you look at the figure, you see this figure, you will notice that whenever two rays or line segment meet to form an angle, another angle is also formed on the outside. So see here, already we discussed about this angle, inside angle means AOB. So these angles discussion we have done already, but we didn't notice one thing. The outside, you see this in outside also, that one of that angle is made. Okay, in outside also one of that angle is already have made. Okay, so you see, if you the another angle is formed on the outside, so another also is formed on the outside. So the first angle is represented in the figure as so I am given here name angle 1. So this is the first angle, so angle 1, and this is the second one, so angle 2. So angle 1 is known as the interior angle because it is inside of this two arms. So this is this is two arms, so arms of the angle. So this angle is made inside of these two arms, so or this angle is formed inside of these two arms. That's why it is called interior angle, and whereas angle 2 is formed on the outside of this two arms, so that's why it is called exterior angle. So you see, the angle 1 is the interior angle and angle 2 is the exterior angle. Okay, let's see how is an angle measured. So angle can be measured with a protractor. So what is this looks like this. So this is one of the instrument in your geometry box, and you see one things here. You see here. So one things you see here. It consists of 180. See here 180. So you put here. Yes. So it starts from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40 like this one, and up to 180. So it consists of 180 equal divisions. So all divisions are equal. So it consists of 180 equal divisions. Each division is equal to 1 degree. So each division, see this, in 0 to 10 in middle, 10's division will be there. So 10 division is there, so that's why it's one division. So 0 to 10, and in middle 10 division is there. So 10 divided by 10, so means 1 degree. So each division is equal to 1 degree. Hence 180 divisions are equal to 180 degree, because 180 division into 1 degree, so means is equal to 180 degree. You see one thing also, student, it looks like our capital letter D. You see this, see, it looks like a capital D, or you hold like this way. Now you see this looks like a D. You will notice that in a protractor, that the curved side, you see this curved side is marked to show angle measurement from 0 degree to 180 degrees. So this is a curved side. Okay, this is a straight line, this side is curved. So you see in this side marked a measurement. See 0, 10, 20, 30, 40 like this way up to 180. So it shows an angle measurement from 0 degree to 180 degree. The straight side, so it means this, now we are talking about this side, not this curved side. Curved side already we did discuss. Now we are talking about this straight side. So straight side of the protector has a midpoint. You see this? This is a midpoint. See this is a midpoint clearly marked. You see this is the midpoint. So if you consider this, you see this is a straight side. So in straight side the midpoint is clearly marked. So this is the middle point of this protector or midpoint of the protector. Now our question is next question is our how to measure an angle. So suppose an angle is given. So I am giving this angle. Now I am telling you, how, students, how can you find out what is the value of this angle, or what is the what is that what is the how to measure this angle. So two arms I am given, they are meeting in one point O. Now student, how can you find out what is this angle also, or how to measure this angle, means how much degree it is. Okay, so if you, so at first for this we need these things, this protector. Okay, so you take a protector and place this midpoint. You see this midpoint, I told you this is the midpoint. So you see, you put this midpoint on the midpoint of the protector, that on the vertex. So vertex is O, so vertex of the angle. So now you see I placed this midpoint of the protector on the vertex. See, yes, I put this protector, midpoint of the protector on the vertex of the angle. Okay, so now you see this, that let the arm OB, let the arm, so this is this one of another arm. So OB and OA both are arms of that angle. So OB, so let the arm OB coincide with the baseline. So students, this straight line, whatever straight side of the protector, so this is actually called the baseline of the protector. So not this curved side, this side, the straight side is called the baseline. So you see this baseline, you let the arm OB coincide with the baseline of the protector. Now you start counting from 0 degree. So see here, you start from the 0 degree. You start from the 0 degree up to that point where the other side, means other arm OA lies. So you start from 0 degree up to the point where the other arm OA lies. Okay, so see is 50 degree. So what is that? Now what is the angle of this AOB? So AOB equals to 50 degree. So you can write here also AOB equals to 50 degree, or you can write also BOA equals to 50 degree. Okay, so this way you can find out how to measure an angle. So this way, at first you take a protector and place the midpoint of the protector on the vertex of the angle, then let the arm OB coincide with the baseline of the protector, and then start counting from 0 degree up to that point where the other arm OA lies. Okay, so this way, this is as the steps. So you please follow those steps and try to measure some another. You draw at first some more angles, and this procedure, if you follow this procedure and measure an angle. Okay, let's do next things.